What's up, everybody? It's your boy G Money back at it again with another video on the G35. So on today's video, if you saw the thumbnail and the title, I'm going to show you how to install a fourth brake light on your G35 sedan. So the reason why I say the sedan and not the coupe, well, for us sedan guys, the reverse lights are on the trunk. If you have a coupe, your reverse lights are on your tail lights. So there's a little bit difference when it comes to the wiring, but it's pretty simple. So I'm going to show you how to do that. The light that I got, the fourth brake light that I got, I haven't really seen it on any G35. If anything, the ones that I have seen are like the triangle, and that's more for the coupes. So the sedan, I thought I'd just switch it up a little bit. So the fourth brake light that I actually got is made for a Subaru, like a WRX or a STI, you know, that style. But I thought I'd do it on the G35 just because I like the way it looks. So I'm gonna show you, you know, how everything looks, and that's it, guys. So if this is your first time tuning into the channel, like always, feel free to subscribe right down below the video. If you enjoyed the content, which I hope you do, put that thumbs up. And that's it, guys. So been talking too much, so let's get this video started. Alright, so before I show you all the wiring and everything, how I wired it all up, this is what the third brake light looks like. Doesn't look that bad at all. Sorry, I mean, it's getting dark early and it's barely, you know, 5 o'clock, so yeah, it's kind of dark outside. So but I did want to show y'all this video because I like the way it came out. So for the most part, like I said, this third brake light is technically meant for a Subaru, so that's why it's a little bit different. I did have to customize a lot of things on it, but I'll show y'all what I did as far as how to customize it. But for the most part, that's what the final look looks like. Not that bad. So to start off, there's this little bracket. Okay, so there's this bracket right here, right? It comes with the third brake light. So what you're gonna want to do, I don't know if you notice that there is 2 Phillips screws. Well, those Phillips screws, you're gonna want to take them off, right? Because the way the bracket comes, there's these little brackets, right? These little lips that you can notice that I have right now on the top. Well, when you get the bracket, they're located down here because, like I said, this is meant for a Subaru. So it's a different bit setup. So what I had to do was just take off these Phillips screws. That way I can remove this little bracket. And then I turned it around. That way these are on top instead of being on the bottom. And then these 2 Phillips screws, they're always going to be caddy corners. So you're just going to, you know, reuse the same holes and tighten everything up. But you're going to want to make sure these little tabs are on top. That way it can, you know, be secure. So if you notice, I kind of went the extra mile to make it secure, and I put these bolts with these nuts. So what I ended up doing, I don't know if you noticed, but I used my Sawzall, and right here I kind of, you know, cut all the way up to right here, so that way I can bend these little tabs back, so that way I could, you know, put these bolts and secure it a little more. You don't have to do that, but I ended up just doing that so that way, you know, it's a little more secure. But for the most part, the main thing you want to do is make sure these tabs right here are on top, so that way they can, you know, bite this lip. So that being said, as you can see, the wiring, you're gonna have 3 wires or four wires that come out from the light. You're gonna have a red, a black, a white, and a green. I'll show you what all those do, but for the most part, as you can see, I came through this little rubber grommet. So let me show y'all what you need to do after this. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna need to do, if you notice, you're gonna need to get out your spare tire. Now the reason for that, like I said, when you penetrate through that grommet, that spare tire is going to be in the way. So you're going to want to just remove it. That way you could, you know, do a little pilot hole so you could feed your wires through. You know, I wouldn't recommend, you know, drilling through your frame. Also, if you drill through this grommet, you can pop it off. And if it's hard to feed the wire, you know, you'll be able to remove this and feed it like that. So that's the reason why I did that. Plus, I wanted to look like a cleaner install. So as you can tell, I used some black electrical tape to bundle all those 4 wires. Try to make it look clean. And then I fed it right behind this little cover. And then, you know, brought it all the way to right here. So the light comes with these little H clamps. You can use butt splices or whatever you want, but these work just as fine. So as you notice, you're gonna need to remove all this. It's not that hard, you know, it's just you know, some clips and all that. But once you do that, you'll be able to access these wires. So here comes the fun part that I had to figure out, but I was able to figure it out. So if you're more of a visual person, I'll show you a hands-on, you know, color to color. Or if you want to write this down with the pen and paper, I have everything written down right here. So as you can see, you're gonna have a black, a red, a white, and a green, and that pretty much shows you what the function is. So your black, which is your ground, is going to go with your black and silver. So as you can see right here, your black and silver, I have it with the black wire. So that's one connection, that's your ground. The next one is your red, which is for your brake lights. And as you can see, it's gonna wire up to your pink and blue wire. So if you look for your pink and blue, which is right here, you can see I have the red, and I clamped it down, terminated. So that's for your brake lights. The next one is your white. So the white, as you can see, is for the reverse lights, but being that we have a sedan, it's a little bit different, so it's going to be on the orange. The way I verified that it was orange is, well, I pulled this little tab down, but as you can see, you have an orange right there, right? So the way I figured out that it was this was the reverse lights, I what do you call it, looked at the reverse light where you change out your bulb, and I looked at the harness, and the 2 wires coming in were a black and an orange. Not only that, but I did have an issue where the what do you call it, the reverse light wasn't working. So right here, this is where it terminates and branches out. So somewhere right here, if you do have the same issue, there's a termination right here, and one goes this way and then one goes this way. So I verified that the orange is your reverse light. But if you notice, because you have a little bit of slack on these wires, I had to kind of customize and terminate and extend with like a number 16 gauge wire. So if you notice, I have that wire, it comes behind this whole panel, and as you can see, I terminated it right there. So that's the only thing that you're gonna have to, you know, extend, but for the most part, everything's gonna be right here. So like I was saying, your white is gonna go with your orange, and for that one, you're gonna need to extend it, but that will be your reverse. So that just leaves you with your green, which is your running lights. And if you saw, it goes with red and blue. So your green is right here, and there you go, your red and blue. So everything is right there. If you wanted to write everything down, it's right there. But for the most part, that's how you wire everything up. So I'm gonna close this all up, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So let me know in the comments down below what you think, if it looks good or if it looks crappy. For the most part, I honestly like the way it came out. Like I said, I want to do something a little bit different, being that I haven't seen this third brake light installed on a G35 sedan. Like I said, it's meant for a different vehicle, but for the most part, it came out looking good. So, I'm going to rock with it and, keep it. But let me know in the comments down below what y'all thought. Like always, if you enjoyed the content, please put that thumbs up. Helps the channel. That way, if anybody else is trying to do this, little modification, it'll get recommended to people who are trying to look for this. So like always, hit that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe if you haven't already. Got some more content for the G35. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you'll have a great day. Stay safe out there. It's your boy G Money. Peace.